So from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you are firmly in the camp that PvE and PvP can and should coexist. You wouldn't want to see them split.
No, I want to see them coexist, and I would say most players probably want to see them coexist in a perfect world, because in a perfect world they coexist in a way that it's emergent. If I'm just walking down the road, it's unlikely somebody's just going to come up and attack me. It wouldn't be in their best interest to do that, just like it is in society, right? You're walking down the road, it's not in somebody's best interest to just come up and wallop you over the head, but they could. They shouldn't, but they could. Right? Like, that's the world we live in. I want to experience that in a game too, except obviously the consequences are less dire. You're probably not going to end up in a hospital or in prison. But there needs to be that consequence to keep it interesting. I somewhat understand and respect of developers that separate them, because it's simpler, it's easy to set the boundaries around it, but it does remove something from the world. And that's what I want to experience. And that's why, I'm so gung-ho on Ashes and so huffing the copium, as they say, for that game.
I have hope as well, and I think these games can. I think they can get it right. We have some inspiration. EVE Online, you can PvP people anywhere in that game. If you've never played it, they have low sec, high sec, null sec. What that means is, like, it's kind of like the wilderness in RuneScape, right? Like, there's areas where you're on your own completely. Good luck. And there's areas where, like, hey, if somebody messes with you, we're going to defend you. So they have like NPCs that'll show up and just obliterate the person that attacked you. That's high security. And so you end up in a place where, you have people flying these huge barges full of valuables through multiple systems and nobody bothers them. They could go suicide gank them, but the penalties are high enough. They're like, they got to run the equations in their head, right? They got to be like, well, yeah, I could take him out, but I'm going to lose the ship I'm flying. And in order to get a ship that is able to take him out, that's going to cost me some. So is it worth it? People doing that calculus seems to work.
Yeah, and that's what I want. You want that risk reward. You need there to be that risk reward. You do, because then when they're attacking you, they are risking something. And then there is an opportunity there for you to actually have an outcome. Because in many cases, the PvP is, somebody aggresses on you, they're not risking anything. You either get away or you don't. So your options are you leave in exactly the same state as when you entered, and minus any damage, or you lose whatever that is. You need that third option where it's, okay, I can either escape with what I have, I can lose everything, or I can actually beat this guy and potentially take stuff from him.
Yeah.
Or I know that if he screws me, he is then flagged and people can take stuff from him. So there's at least a risk to that guy. Because in the rock, paper, scissors, you can only draw or lose, is what a lot of PvP feels like. There needs to be the third